Before I begin, I just want you guys to know that the lineup of comics we have tonight is the best. It's pretty much the best. They're hilarious. They're amazing. Okay? I don't think there are any other comics who are as good as them. So, if you guys do not laugh tonight, it's because this room is rigged. Okay? But not by the Russians, because that would be ridiculous. That would be absurd. So my name is Chris. I will be your straight white male host this evening of this Planned Parenthood fundraising event. It is a little weird, isn't it? Yeah, I acknowledge that. To be honest, I wasn't Planned Parenthood's first choice. I was their Plan B. Oh, wow. Applause for that terrible joke. It's going to be a good night. Wow. Just so the comics knows, it's where the bar is, you guys. Just step above it. You'll be fine. It's great. So yeah, being a white male, it's been kind of a weird year for us white males. No, a little awkward. It's usually fantastic. Don't get me wrong. Usually like the best. This year's been a little weird, and I feel bad. I do feel like the patriarchy needs to go away. Obviously, it's about time. It's definitely what I at least need to be saying right now. But I do feel it. Also, I do feel it. But here's what I've done. Here's what I've done to do my part in chipping away at this patriarchy. Okay? What I have done is I have compiled a series of apology letters to ex-girlfriends who I have wronged that I am going to read to you here tonight to do my part to chip away at the patriarchy. Let's see if it works, okay? Hold on just a second. These are real. These are real letters. All right. Dear Jessica, I'm sorry that I didn't specify that I live in my mom's basement on my OkCupid profile. Yes, I do realize that trying to convince you that she was my roommate was a stretch. Dear Becky, I'm sorry that I took you to an open mic comedy show full of dick jokes on our second date. I am also sorry that when you texted me afterwards to tell me that it wasn't going to work out, I replied by texting you back and saying, it's not my fault, you don't know what's funny. Dear Sarah, I'm sorry I broke up with you and then made you buy me an Uber home because my phone was dead and I couldn't get one myself. I'm also sorry that I never paid you back. I'm not very good with online payment platforms. Is patriarchy still here? Is it gone? Is it gone yet? I'd still be here. It's all right. My parents are here, everybody. Sitting as close to the stage as humanly possible in order to not miss anything. Thanks, guys. When my mom sat down, she was like, please don't make any jokes about me. I was like, Mom, I can't not do that. I'm gonna say one thing. You know, Mom is great. I lived with her for longer than I probably should have as an adult. I was in my 30s. I still am, but I was in my 30s, living with my mom, and I was hugging my mom one time. I'm sorry, Mom. I'm gonna tell him. I was hugging her one time, and I was thinking to myself, wow, Mom, I came out of your body. Like, I came out of your body. It's a weird concept, I know. Because when something comes out of my body, I will look at it one time and then move on with my life. But to have that thing reapproach me 31 years later and ask for money and shelter and then invite me to a comedy show, it's bizarre. She's great. She's a great woman. It's fine, right? It's fine. Here's a story that was inspired by Planned Parenthood. You guys ready? Has anyone here ever been in a relationship with someone that they should not have been in a relationship with? Ever? Is that relatable? I think so. I think so. I was in a relationship with a lady once. We were a 48% match on OkCupid. When you are below a 50% matching on OkCupid, you are considered an enemy. You're like 10 new enemies in your OkCupid quiver today. It's like, why would you tell me that, OkCupid? Nonetheless, I would like to meet every enemy I do match with online, just so I can meet them a second time and say, so, we meet again. Nonetheless, I dated this girl. She was very, very Christian. Where are my insane Christian girls at? Anybody? No? Not relatable at her Planned Parenthood fundraising job? Damn. I'm very Unitarian, so I respect religion, kind of like an anthropologist, you know? I admire it from a distance, but I try not to get too close. Nonetheless, I'm going to open up with you guys. I'm hosting the show. We had sex. We had sex, and we weren't married. And I appreciate Planned Parenthood for making that easier for us to do. And as a very Christian person, she had some dirty talk, which is very interesting. I'm not going to get into details, but I will tell you what she said. She said, "We are having premarital sex. We are having premarital sex." She said it 2 times. And the first time, in my head, I thought to myself, well, thank you, because I need more material for comedy. But then the second time, out loud, I said, that's an astute observation. But you are wrong, because we are never getting married. Thank you, Planned Parenthood, for making that possible. I know Planned Parenthood is way more than that, so don't let this be misleading. But thank you. I moved back to DC recently after traveling around a bit. Moved back for the culture, climate, and work-life balance, which is something you've literally never heard anyone say ever. But I'm back here now, and DC is great. It's great. There's certain things that are nice about it. For example, marijuana is legal. Kind of, yeah, ish. Well, legal enough. If you don't smoke, I recommend starting on January 20th. That's 4 years. Pot being legalized, it brings to mind like lots of questions. You know, like how do you know if someone is high while driving a car, for example? Right? There's no DUI test for someone who is stoned while driving. You guys, I think I know the answer to that question. What you do is you look for the drivers who aren't texting. The ones driving between 5 to 15 miles under the speed limit, hands firmly on the steering wheel, looking terrified. You look for the drivers who are getting the most thrown off by the signs that specify no left or right-hand turn between 9 a.m. and 6 p.m. Monday through Thursday. You look at the people who are looking at those signs saying, who has a calendar? What time is it? What day is it? I'm not moving until someone figures this out for me. If you see someone like that, you pull them over, give them a burrito, whatever you have in your car with it. You pull them over, just flash your headlights, they'll listen. All right, you guys ready for a comedy show? Great, good answer.